Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and before we start with the topic of this video, a few updates on my channel. Number one, my channel has a new name, and that name is AdLib Talk. So that's the new name. Secondly, I will soon be sharing my new social media websites on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. I will be giving some updates. That's point number two. Thirdly, I will also be soon sharing the new channel logo. So far, obviously, I've had no logo, and thank you to my girlfriend for her help on that part. So a new channel logo will be coming very soon. So let's get into the topic of the day, which is Mafia Game making a new post on Twitter 17 hours ago. Now, their last post was 2018, August 24, 2018. So it's been almost 2 years since they last posted on their Twitter page. And, well, they just posted this one word here, family and full stop. Now, what does this mean for the future of the Mafia game trilogy? Well, so far it's a trilogy, but it might not be a trilogy for much longer, because there have been rumors of a Mafia 4 which is in production right now. And let's get into those rumors. So around 6 months ago, Reddit user the Truth Teller 1985 posted this leak onto Reddit. Basically, he stated that he had 3 separate sources which confirm the fact that Hangar 13 are producing a Mafia 4 as well as a remaster of the classic Mafia 2. So, who are his sources? 2 of them are former developers for Hangar 13, and one of them is a journalist. And he states that they are all very reputable and can't reveal who they are because of hurting their career, number one, and also causing legal issues. Let's get into it. So first of all, he talks about how Mafia 4 started development not exactly after the DLC. Why? Because the project had been cancelled and they were trying to create a new IP. This never actually started and got any traction, as he claims here, and instead they decided that they would make a Mafia 4 instead. So the game, according to his sources, will be set in 70s Vegas and will continue on from where Mafia 3 left off. The style is said to be very Scorsese-esque, which has piqued my interest quite a bit. And you'll be playing as an Italian in the Italian mob in Vegas's golden years of organized crime. Now, this is very interesting, and the next few points, if they are actually true, have really piqued my interest in Mafia 4, because Mafia 3 was quite a big disappointment. Now, what were the main disappointments of Mafia 3? The story was quite interesting and the main protagonist was also decent. However, there were a lot of repetitive missions which basically bogged down the game, and that was the main issue. That, and obviously a lot of bugs and glitches. Now, and from what we're going to read here, it seems that they have tried to solve both of these things whilst maintaining a good story. So number one, you'll have a huge map to traverse and the story will span a decade. Okay, so we've got 10 years there. They were going to start off with the documentary style of Mafia 3, but instead they're going to do a now story. So no flashbacks, no interviews ahead of the events like it was in Mafia 3. No mention of characters returning. And here we go. So the repetitive missions from Mafia 3, which I just mentioned, they know they messed up there and they will attempt to make as many interesting missions as they could. Now, what was the problem with the missions in Mafia 3? It's not that Hangar 13 wanted to create repetitive missions, it's just that they were pushed to finish producing the game, and so they did not have time to implement all their ideas, which is why it was so repetitive in the first place. So Many of those mechanics which were planned for Mafia 3 will be making their way into Mafia 4, which is good, which is really good. Finally, he also says that one of his sources told him that you will be able to buy out and expand casinos, and you can take a rundown building and turn it into a necropolis, which sounds great. The engine will be overhauled, and this leads me to my second point, which was the technical issues. Mafia 3 had a lot of technical issues. I remember an Angry Joe video pointing out how horrible the sky looked.
What the fuck is this?
Wow.
Yeah, boy.
And that was just one of the many issues the game had, and hopefully they'll be able to solve that. Now, moving on to the Mafia 2 remaster. It seems that it is a thing according to our leaker, and that it will be coming sooner than we think. There are no details here, but it is basically going to be using the Mafia 4 engine, which is good. Mafia 2 was one of my favorite games ever played, and I think my favorite Mafia game ever played. It's basically taking Goodfellas and The Godfather, mixing them together. Great story, great action, great driving, and great open world. I liked it a lot, and if they do remaster it, I will definitely be purchasing and playing it again. That is all for today. Please leave any comments if you're excited for a new Mafia game or for the remaster of Mafia 2, and if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.